Hello.
Yes, please. Mahanta, it is.
Hello.
Yes, please. Mahanta ji.
Can you hear me?
We can. You stop your video and then yes, please. You please carry on.
Mahanta sir, if you agree,
Yes.
actually I will display your presentation.
Okay, yeah. You please proceed.
Yeah, this is visible, I think.
Oh, yeah. I can see it. Okay. Yeah. So, just before starting, probably I should give my introduction. I'm Pradeep Mohanto, working as principal scientist in Guwahati.
Video to of course the bandwidth will pabo. Yes.
Is it okay? Is it okay?
It's okay now. Yes. Please.
Okay. So the topic that I'm going to talk is the scenario of protected cultivation in northeastern region. Okay. So can you proceed to next slide, please?
Is it moving?
Yeah. Is it okay? Yeah, it is okay. So we all know this is a protected cultivation. It is cultivated. So I will not go into details of this thing. So these are all known to us, I think. Anyway, protected cultivation, it is a cropping technique where the microclimate surrounding the plant body is controlled partially or fully as per the requirement of the crop. Okay, so we all know that these components, protected cultivation under protected cultivation, these are the different components like greenhouses, then shade net houses, then net houses. These are very popularly being used. Then then a plastic tunnel or walking tunnel or plastic protection net. Okay, then please go to next slide. Next slide, please. Okay, so basically, what are the greenhouses that we are using commonly are basically the three types of greenhouses. So one is your high cost greenhouses, then medium cost greenhouses, and low cost greenhouses. And particularly, we are working on the low cost greenhouses, this bamboo based polyhouse, or we can say it is a bamboo based polyhouse. So presently, actually, I am working under one scheme, that is Precision Farming Development Scheme. And under this scheme, actually, we have standardized the dimension of the polyhouse and then the structural design of the polyhouse, and along with that, the cultivation practices inside the polyhouses. Go to next slide, please. Next slide. Next slide.
Manoj, next slide.
Advantages?
Yeah. So yeah, it is okay. So we all know that in the advantages of greenhouses, the yield may be 10 to 12 times higher, and higher production per unit area is obtained. Then reliability of the crop production, since we are going under protected conditions, then the scope of crop damage is very less. Then ideally suited for high value vegetables and flowers, since the initial cost is a bit high. So that is why in that case, definitely we'll have to go for high value vegetables and flowers. Then year-round production of crops. This is very important. These 2 points are very important. Year-round vegetable production of crops, then off-season production of crops. Then actually we are standardizing the year-round off-season production of year-round off-season high-value horticultural crop production under low-cost bamboo-based polyhouse. So actually, yeah. So we are working basically on this part. And this is the most popular technology. This has been taken by many of the farmers. This is widely been accepted by many farmers in northeastern region, even apart from our state, in Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Meghalaya also. There are many of the farmers, they are taking this technique. They are accepting this technique. Even the Directorate of Horticulture and Food Processing is also planning to include this technology as one of the components under MIDH, Mission for Integrated Development of Horticulture. So these are some crops that which you can grow under polyhouses. Okay, the next slide. Next slide. Next, please.
Manoj.
Houses.
Yeah. Then we know that under protected structure, these shade net houses come. These shade net houses are being basically utilized or used by the nursery entrepreneurs. So we all know that in case of nursery production of seedlings or nursery production of the ICANN, this seed is very important. And presently, the nurserymen, they are using these seed net structures, especially for the nursery production. Even though some crop productions are being also done. So this, for growing all these crops, definitely we need these shade net structures, and we know that different intensity of shade nets are there: 50%, 50%, 70%, 80%, 90%, and accordingly, as per the requirement of the crop, we will have to provide the different intensity shade net house. And basically, the shade nets are mostly used by the nursery people. Then go to next slide, please. Okay, then we know that plastic tunnels. So during winter, plastic tunnels are being used for raising the temperature inside, and thereby under that we can grow many crops, especially the winter vegetable crops. They perform very well under this plastic tunnel. Next. Yeah, then let me come to this technique. Actually, I want to put more emphasis on this technique. This is being developed by our center, Precision Farming Development Center, and this technique is very much. And if we go for the present scenario of the protected cultivation, then basically this is occupying most of the or this is attracting most of the interest of the farmers. So this is year-round off-season cultivation of vegetables under low-cost bamboo-based polyhouse. Here, what happened? This low-cost bamboo is available everywhere in northeastern region, that we know very well. So by using the basic structure, by using the bamboo, if we use now, in that case, a 100-meter bamboo polyhouse comes under around below 50,000 rupees, and there we can grow 4 different crops in a year, and all these crops are off-season vegetable crops. Off-season. That means the entire year, in 1 year, we can grow 4 different crops. That too in off-season part. So in that case, definitely what happened? The earnings of the farmers is much higher as compared to the open condition. So that is why we have calculated that calculated the cost of production also, and then the farmers' earnings also. From this part I will come later, and it seems that this is a very beneficial technology, and those technologies being utilized by many of the farmers in the northeastern region. So if we go for bamboo-based polyhouse, then here we see that bamboo is readily available in village area. Everywhere, you know, in northeastern region we get bamboo everywhere in all the states, and then what happened? On the other hand, almost all the farmers of northeastern region are expert in constructing. They are very much expert in bamboo activities. I mean, for bamboo construction, they make many different things from bamboo, and accordingly, they are very expert in bamboo work, bamboo handicrafts. Then the construction cost is much more cheaper than high and medium cost greenhouse. If we calculate the cost, say for a 100-meter square area, 100-meter square greenhouse polyhouse, it comes around below 50,000 rupees. However, in case of medium cost and high cost, we all know that this cost is very high, and it is very difficult for the farmers also to afford such a costly greenhouses. So that is why actually we are putting more emphasis on this structure so that our farmers can easily take up this technology. Then year-round off-season cultivation of crop is possible in such a kind of structure. So already I have mentioned 4 crops in a year we can grow very easily, from where we can get a very sizable amount of profit. Then since area of polyhouse is very small, 100 meters square, we have standardized it 100 meters square. So farmers can easily perform all interculture operations such as nourishing the soil, control of weeds, etc., and plant protection measures like disease and management of disease and pest, etc. Okay, then go to next slide.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Just close in another couple of minutes if possible.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just winding up in a couple of minutes. Then this is the external structure of the polyhouse. Here we are taking the 5 meter wide and 20 meter long. So it comes around 100 meter square area. Okay, go to next part. Go to next slide. Okay, so here we can schematic I have designed. Schematically I have shown it. So the width is 5 meter and length is 20 meter, and it comes 100 meter square area. So go to next slide. Yeah, here I have the design dimension of the bamboo based polyhouse. I think it is clear to all. Yeah, clear to all. Yeah. So in 100 meters. So please go to previous slide. Please go to previous slide once again. Yeah. So you see, you can see from here the three rows of structures, 3 rows of bamboo poly is required. So the the central one is around 2.5 meter height, and the side one is your 2 meter height. So in that case, 50 centimeter is below the ground. And in the left hand side, I have shown the arrangement of the base. In such a poly house, under such a poly house, we can get 18 different beds of this dimension. Okay, go to next slide. Yeah, here also. So actually, in case here, one important point, the periphery of the house is provided with a 1.5 meter insect proof net, 1.5 meter height insect proof net. We all know that the most of the insects, they cannot fly over the most of the insects which are harmful to agriculture crops or horticulture crops, they cannot fly above 1.5 meter. So if you provide a net just 1.5 meter from the base, then we have seen that most of the insects, the crops are being protected from the harmful insects. Okay, then next. Yeah, this is somewhat layout of the base inside a poly house. Next. Yeah, this is how actually we construct during the construction. These are the important points. How we'll have to fix the bamboos in a pole, then how we'll have to fix the roof made of your bamboo. And after that, this how we'll have to tie the or how we'll have to feed the polythene sheet. This is the 200 micron UV stabilized polythene sheet, polythene. Okay, these are some of the dimensions. These are some of the diagrammatically I have shown how these are being tied. Okay.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Taito went up.
Yeah,
okay.
Because I think we have. Sorry to interrupt you all. People are waiting. I think these are all details that they can share. The more important is the discussion, the question and answer, which I want to give another 10 minutes. So I think wind up, please.
Okay, then. There would be, one more slide, please. Okay, just 1 minute. One more slide I want to show.
Please.
Next. Yeah, this is the ERM. This is most important. This is the ERM oxygen cultivation under polyhouse. So crop sequence. So in a year, we can grow 4 different crops. That too also in a oxygen. This tomato. Generally, we see that February, March tomato season is over in Assam. So we start from February to May. Then palak, we know that this is basically grown during winter. So here we are taking palak during May to June. Then May to June, and coriander June to July. Then capsicum from August to November, and cucumber during winter from November to January. So this is the crop sequence that can be very successfully grown under this type of polyhouse, and from where farmers can or farmers are earning a considerable amount of their income. Okay, with this I just want to conclude.
Thank you.
Thank you.